Hello friends, and welcome to Mindset HubTube. This is the place where we explore life-changing books and powerful ideas to help you grow, succeed, and transform your life. In this series, we will dive deep into one of the greatest self-help classics ever written, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. This book reveals how your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality, and how you can use the hidden power of your subconscious mind to heal, prosper, and achieve happiness. Today, let us begin with Chapter 1, The Treasure House Within You. In Chapter 1, Joseph Murphy begins with a striking message. Inside you lies an immense treasure house of wisdom, healing, and creativity. This treasure is your subconscious mind. Most people struggle in life because they do not realize the power they carry within. Just like a rich man who dies poor because he never knew about the gold buried under his own land, many of us live without discovering the limitless potential of our subconscious. Murphy compares the subconscious mind to a fertile garden. Whatever seeds you plant in this garden will grow. If you plant seeds of confidence, success, and joy, your life will naturally reflect those qualities. But if you keep planting seeds of fear, worry, and doubt, your life will mirror that negativity. The subconscious does not judge or question. It simply accepts whatever thoughts are fed into it and brings them into reality. To explain further, Murphy distinguishes between the conscious and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is like the captain of a ship, making decisions, reasoning, and giving instructions. The subconscious is like the obedient crew, carrying out those instructions faithfully. If the captain gives wrong orders, such as, "I am weak," "I always fail," or "nothing good ever happens to me," the crew will ensure the ship heads toward disaster. But if the captain gives empowering instructions, such as, "I am capable," "I attract success," and "I am healthy and strong," then the subconscious crew works tirelessly to make those commands come true. Murphy emphasizes a powerful truth. It is done unto you as you believe. Belief is the key that unlocks the power of the subconscious. If you believe you are destined for failure, your subconscious will shape your life accordingly. If you believe you are destined for success, your subconscious will open the way. There are countless examples. Many patients have healed simply because they believed a treatment would work, even when it was just a sugar pill. This is known as the placebo effect. In the same way, people who once lived in poverty transformed their financial condition by changing their inner belief from lack to abundance. The author also gives us practical steps. Watch your thoughts carefully throughout the day. If you find yourself speaking negatively, immediately replace those words with positive ones. For example, instead of saying, "I cannot afford this," affirm, "I can afford all that I need. Money flows to me easily." At night, before falling asleep, feed your mind with uplifting affirmations, because the subconscious is most open and impressionable at that time. Above all, trust this hidden power within you. Your subconscious is always working for you, even while you sleep. The message of the first chapter is simple yet profound. Your subconscious mind is your greatest treasure. It contains the unlimited power to shape your health, relationships, career, and happiness. What you plant in it will grow. If you change your thoughts, you will change your destiny. In Chapter 2, Joseph Murphy takes us deeper into understanding the incredible workings of the human mind. He explains that the mind operates in two levels: the conscious mind, which is responsible for reasoning and decision-making, and the subconscious mind, which is the source of infinite intelligence, creativity, and life-guiding power. The conscious mind is limited in its capacity, but the subconscious is limitless. It does not think critically or argue. Instead, it accepts whatever beliefs, thoughts, and images are impressed upon it and works tirelessly to turn them into reality. Murphy emphasizes that the subconscious mind cannot distinguish between positive and negative input. It does not judge whether a thought is beneficial or harmful. It simply acts on the instructions it receives. This is why people who constantly worry, fear, or doubt find themselves trapped in negative circumstances. On the other hand, those who feed their subconscious with confidence, hope, and positive imagery often achieve remarkable success. He states clearly that the subconscious mind is like a faithful servant. It will carry out your instructions exactly as it understands them. One of the key ideas Murphy introduces in this chapter is the concept of mental programming. From a young age, individuals develop beliefs, habits, and attitudes based on experiences, environment, and teachings. These beliefs, whether empowering or limiting, are deeply embedded in the subconscious and influence every decision, action, and outcome in life. For example, a child told repeatedly, "You are not good at mathematics," may grow up believing it and avoiding opportunities to develop that skill. Conversely, positive reinforcement and encouragement can create confidence and ability that shape a person's achievements for life. Murphy also explains the principle of autosuggestion. This is the practice of consciously giving instructions to the subconscious mind through repetition and belief. By using autosuggestion, one can effectively reprogram the subconscious to accept new, empowering beliefs. Whether it is affirming health, wealth, or personal success, consistent repetition combined with faith produces remarkable results. He encourages the reader to create mental pictures of success and happiness and to focus on them with emotional intensity, as the subconscious responds strongly to emotion as well as thought. Another critical point discussed in this chapter is the connection between the mind and the body. Murphy explains that the subconscious mind controls all bodily functions, often beyond our conscious awareness. Stress, fear, and negative thinking can trigger physical illness, while positive thoughts and belief in health can promote healing. Many documented cases show individuals recovering from serious illness simply through positive thinking and belief in their body's ability to heal. The mind and body are intricately connected, and understanding this connection allows one to harness the power of the subconscious for physical as well as mental well-being. Murphy concludes the chapter by reminding readers that understanding how the mind works is the first step towards mastering it. Once we learn to consciously feed our subconscious with constructive, positive thoughts, we can unlock an unlimited source of power and intelligence that works for us continuously. The mind is not a passive instrument. It is an active partner that shapes our destiny. By aligning our conscious thoughts with our subconscious goals, we can create harmony in life and manifest the results we desire. Takeaway of Chapter 2. The conscious mind is limited, but the subconscious is limitless. It follows the instructions it receives without question. Mental programming, autosuggestion, and emotional focus are the tools to direct the subconscious towards health, success, and happiness. To achieve anything in life, one must understand the workings of the mind and intentionally guide it towards positive outcomes. In Chapter 3, Joseph Murphy explores the extraordinary capabilities of the subconscious mind, which he describes as a miracle-working power that can transform every area of our life. He emphasizes that the subconscious mind is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. It has the ability to bring about remarkable changes, heal the body, solve problems, and attract opportunities when guided properly by the conscious mind. Murphy explains that many people live with the misconception that change is difficult or impossible. They often attribute their circumstances to luck, fate, or external events. However, he asserts that the true source of change lies within. The subconscious mind, when impressed with clear intentions and strong belief, can literally reorganize life to manifest desired outcomes. He illustrates this idea with stories of individuals who experienced sudden improvements in health, wealth, and relationships simply through mental visualization and positive affirmation. A central idea in this chapter is the principle of mental imagery. Murphy emphasizes that imagining a desired outcome vividly and in detail impresses the subconscious mind. The subconscious does not distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences. It accepts them as true and begins to work to make them real. For example, a person who consistently visualizes themselves succeeding in a career, business, or personal goal, accompanied by the feeling of having already achieved it, allows the subconscious mind to create the necessary conditions to achieve that vision. Murphy also stresses the importance of faith and belief in this process. Mere intellectual understanding is not enough. The mind must genuinely believe in the possibility and inevitability of success. Doubt, fear, or lack of faith, on the other hand, creates resistance and blocks the natural flow of subconscious power.
Another powerful aspect discussed in this chapter is healing through the subconscious mind. Murphy shares multiple cases in which individuals overcame physical ailments, chronic conditions, and emotional difficulties simply by impressing their subconscious with thoughts of health and wellness. He explains that the subconscious controls bodily functions and can bring about healing when it receives clear and positive instructions. Prayer, affirmation, and visualization are practical tools to access this power. Murphy further clarifies that the subconscious mind works continuously and automatically even during sleep. By feeding it positive thoughts and goals before sleeping, one can influence outcomes effortlessly. The subconscious mind acts as a creative partner, constantly shaping our life experiences in alignment with the dominant thoughts and beliefs impressed upon it. The chapter concludes with a powerful reminder. The subconscious is a loyal servant, a miracle-working partner that responds to your thoughts and beliefs without hesitation. Understanding its potential and learning to guide it consciously allows you to achieve health, wealth, happiness, and success beyond ordinary imagination. The key is to plant clear, positive, and specific instructions in the subconscious and nurture them with unwavering faith. Takeaway of Chapter 3. The subconscious mind has the power to create miracles in life. Vivid mental imagery, unwavering belief, positive affirmation, and emotional intensity are the tools to activate this power. By impressing your subconscious with clear and constructive thoughts, you can achieve remarkable success, health, and happiness. In Chapter 4, Joseph Murphy explores the history of mental healing, showing that the power of the mind to influence health and well-being is not a modern discovery. Across civilizations and centuries, people have used mental techniques, prayer, and faith to bring about healing and transformation. Murphy emphasizes that understanding this history helps us appreciate the timeless truth. The subconscious mind holds the power to heal the body, guide the mind, and create life-changing outcomes. He begins by highlighting examples from ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, and China. In these cultures, priests, healers, and sages recognized that the mind could affect physical health. Temples and sacred spaces often focused on mental and spiritual purification, teaching that harmony between mind and body was essential for well-being. Ancient texts, he notes, describe the use of visualization, affirmation, and positive thought to cure illness, achieve strength, and overcome fear. These practices, though sometimes presented in religious or mystical language, were essentially exercises in directing the subconscious mind toward specific outcomes. The author also explores the Bible and other sacred texts, pointing out numerous references to healing through faith, belief, and prayer. He emphasizes that these stories are not merely metaphorical. They are reflections of the real power of the human mind. For instance, Jesus' healings were not just miracles in the spiritual sense. They demonstrate the principle that belief, mental focus, and faith can influence the subconscious to restore health and balance. Similarly, healers in many traditions instructed patients to imagine themselves as already healed, aligning the subconscious with the state of health rather than illness. Murphy explains that ancient healers understood a fundamental principle. The mind influences the body, and the body follows the mind's instructions. Fear, worry, and negative thinking often cause disease, while faith, hope, and positive thought promoted health. These insights, though often couched in spiritual language, were essentially early recognition of the power of the subconscious mind. By controlling thoughts, focusing on health, and visualizing positive outcomes, ancient healers effectively tapped into the same forces that modern psychology and neuroscience have begun to study and validate. Another important lesson Murphy shares is that mental healing was never restricted to a special few. Every human being has access to this power. The difference is awareness and practice. Ancient teachings emphasize discipline of thought, repetition of affirmations or prayers, and emotional intensity to impress the subconscious mind. These are the same principles that modern readers can apply in their own lives to overcome illness, stress, or challenges. The tools are available to all, regardless of age, background, or circumstance. The chapter concludes with bridging past and present. Murphy reminds us that the techniques of ancient healers are not outdated, they are timeless. Visualization, affirmation, faith, and mental focus are practical methods that anyone can use to harness the subconscious mind for health and well-being. Understanding the history of mental healing reinforces the idea that our own mind has always possessed the power to create miracles. We simply need to recognize it and learn how to guide it consciously. Takeaway of Chapter 4. Mental healing is a universal, timeless principle. Ancient civilizations recognized that the mind and subconscious could influence health and life outcomes. Through faith, visualization, and repetition of positive thoughts, individuals can tap into this healing power. Every person has access to these methods. They require only awareness, practice, and belief. In Chapter 5, Joseph Murphy transitions from the historical examples of mental healing to the modern era, showing how the principles of the subconscious mind continue to produce extraordinary results in contemporary life. He emphasizes that the healing power of the mind is not limited to ancient traditions. Even today, countless individuals experience remarkable recoveries and life transformations simply by understanding and applying the laws of the subconscious mind. Murphy begins by discussing the role of the subconscious in physical health. He explains that the mind and body are deeply interconnected. Many illnesses, he argues, originate from negative mental states, such as fear, anxiety, anger, and worry. Conversely, positive thoughts, faith, and mental calm can restore balance and promote healing. Modern psychology and medicine increasingly recognize this connection, validating what healers and thinkers have known for centuries. The mind can be a powerful agent of physical change. One of the central themes in this chapter is the concept of faith healing and the placebo effect. Murphy shares numerous cases in which patients experience dramatic recovery after believing strongly in a treatment, even if it was purely symbolic. The subconscious mind, when convinced of health and vitality, triggers physiological changes that support recovery. These examples demonstrate that belief is not merely an abstract concept. It has tangible effects on the body and the overall quality of life. Murphy also highlights the work of modern practitioners, psychologists, and medical professionals who integrate mental techniques into healing practices. Visualization, affirmation, and guided imagery are among the methods used to impress the subconscious mind with ideas of health and vitality. Patients are encouraged to imagine their body functioning perfectly, to affirm wellness, and to maintain confidence in their recovery. By doing so, the subconscious mind reorganizes the body's systems to reflect this new mental image, often producing results that astonish both patients and doctors. Another important point is the use of the subconscious mind for emotional and psychological healing. Modern therapists have found that self-suggestion, hypnosis, and mental imagery can resolve fears, phobias, depression, and other emotional challenges. Murphy emphasizes that the subconscious does not differentiate between physical and emotional conditions. It simply follows the instructions it receives. If it receives instructions of health, confidence, and peace, it aligns the mind and body to achieve these states. Murphy encourages readers to take personal responsibility for their own healing. The subconscious is always active, whether we are aware of it or not. By consciously feeding it positive thoughts, affirmations, and visualizations, we can harness its power to improve health, overcome obstacles, and create a fulfilling life. He stresses that this process requires repetition, patience, and belief. The mind doesn't change overnight, but consistent practice yields powerful and lasting results. The chapter concludes with a reminder that the modern application of mental healing is accessible to everyone. Ancient techniques of visualization, affirmation, and faith are practical tools that anyone can use to improve health, emotional well-being, and overall life circumstances. Murphy asserts that the key is to impress the subconscious with clear, positive, and confident thoughts, and to maintain faith that the desired results will manifest. Takeaway of Chapter 5. Mental healing is alive and effective in modern times. Negative emotions and beliefs can cause illness, while positive thoughts, faith, and mental focus promote health. Visualization, affirmation, and belief in recovery allow the subconscious mind to produce real, tangible results. The power to heal, improve, and transform lies within each individual who learns to guide the subconscious intentionally. In Chapter 6, Joseph Murphy explores the profound connection between the subconscious mind and physical health. He emphasizes that the subconscious governs the functions of the body, from the beating of the heart to the operation of the organs, often without any conscious effort. Because of this, the mind has a powerful influence over the body's state of well-being, and learning to direct the subconscious can lead to improved health, vitality, and even recovery from illness.
Murphy begins by explaining that many illnesses are rooted in mental patterns, emotions, and beliefs. Fear, worry, resentment, and guilt create tension and imbalance in the body, weakening its natural defenses. The subconscious mind, which faithfully follows the instructions it receives, amplifies these negative signals, often manifesting them as physical symptoms. Conversely, thoughts of peace, confidence, and vitality signal the subconscious to restore balance and health. The body, guided by the subconscious, responds to the quality of our thoughts, demonstrating the profound power of mind over matter. He provides numerous examples of individuals who have used mental techniques to improve their health. Patients who visualized themselves healthy, repeated affirmations of vitality, or focused on the feeling of being well experienced measurable improvements, sometimes in conditions that were previously considered chronic or incurable. Murphy stresses that the subconscious does not argue with logic. It acts on whatever belief is firmly impressed upon it. Therefore, the key to health lies not just in medicine or external treatment, but in the quality of one's thoughts and the power of belief. The author also explains the importance of relaxation and mental calmness. When the conscious mind is overactive with worry, fear, or stress, it sends conflicting signals to the subconscious. By practicing mental calmness, meditation, and visualization, we create an environment in which the subconscious can work optimally. A calm mind allows the subconscious to focus on restoring harmony and balance in the body. Murphy advises that positive affirmations, repeated consistently and accompanied by genuine feeling, impress the subconscious deeply, enabling it to direct the body toward healing and health. Murphy emphasizes that the subconscious mind is not limited to curing minor ailments. It can play a role in overcoming serious and chronic illnesses. While it may not replace medical treatment entirely, using the power of the mind in conjunction with conventional medicine often produces better results. The subconscious mind supports the body's natural healing abilities, energizes the immune system, and strengthens resilience, demonstrating that mental and physical health are inseparable. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that faith and imagination are essential tools for activating the subconscious for health. By imagining oneself as completely well, by affirming vitality and energy, and by feeling the emotions of perfect health, the subconscious mind is guided to produce real, tangible changes in the body. This principle, simple yet powerful, has been validated both in modern psychology and through countless personal experiences across time. Takeaway of Chapter 6. The subconscious mind governs the body and has the power to influence health positively or negatively. Fear, worry, and negative beliefs weaken the body, while faith, relaxation, and positive mental imagery strengthen it. By consciously impressing the subconscious with thoughts of health, vitality, and well-being, anyone can harness this natural healing power to improve their physical condition and overall life. In Chapter 7, Joseph Murphy explains the practical methods by which anyone can use the subconscious mind to achieve specific goals and results in life. He emphasizes that the subconscious is a powerful ally, but it responds only to clear, consistent, and emotionally charged instructions. To achieve success, happiness, or health, one must know how to impress the subconscious mind effectively and guide it toward the desired outcome. Murphy begins by pointing out that many people fail to achieve their goals because they are unclear about what they want or send conflicting signals to the subconscious. He stresses that clarity is essential. The subconscious mind does not work well with vague or hesitant instructions. To get results, you must clearly define your goal and mentally focus on it with conviction and imagination. The mind responds most effectively to specific, detailed, and positively framed desires. One of the most important techniques Murphy recommends is visualization. This involves creating a vivid mental picture of the desired outcome and imagining it as if it is already accomplished. For example, if your goal is to succeed in a new business venture, you should see yourself managing the business successfully, interacting confidently with clients, and achieving the results you desire. The subconscious mind accepts this imagined reality as truth and begins to create conditions that align with that vision. Murphy also emphasizes the role of affirmations and self-suggestion. Repeatedly telling yourself positive statements like, "I am confident and successful," or "I attract abundance effortlessly," impresses the subconscious mind. These affirmations must be repeated with feeling and conviction, especially at times when the conscious mind is calm, such as before sleep or during meditation. By continuously impressing the subconscious with positive beliefs, it begins to act in harmony with those beliefs, producing the desired results naturally. Another critical factor is faith and belief. Murphy stresses that intellectual understanding alone is insufficient. The mind must genuinely believe in the possibility and inevitability of success. Doubt and skepticism send mixed signals to the subconscious, which can block progress. Faith, on the other hand, acts like a magnet, attracting the people, opportunities, and circumstances needed to achieve your goals. Murphy also highlights the importance of letting go of worry and negative thinking. Worry and fear are powerful inhibitors of subconscious effectiveness. To achieve results, one must cultivate a positive mental attitude, trust the subconscious, and allow it to work without interference. The subconscious is most productive when the conscious mind is relaxed, confident, and free from tension or doubt. Finally, Murphy reminds readers to practice gratitude and expectation. Feeling thankful for the results you desire, even before they appear, signals to the subconscious that the goal is already accomplished. This combination of clarity, visualization, affirmation, belief, and gratitude creates a powerful mental environment in which the subconscious mind can deliver extraordinary results. Takeaway of Chapter 7. Achieving the results you want requires clarity, focused visualization, consistent affirmations, faith, and a positive mental attitude. By impressing your subconscious mind with these clear and emotionally charged instructions, you align it with your goals, allowing it to orchestrate the people, opportunities, and circumstances needed to bring your desires into reality. In Chapter 8, Joseph Murphy addresses the universal human desire for wealth and abundance, emphasizing that prosperity is not only desirable, but also a natural right. He explains that financial success is a reflection of the beliefs and mental attitudes stored in the subconscious mind. By changing these inner beliefs, anyone can attract wealth and create financial security. Murphy begins by highlighting a common misconception. Many people believe that wealth is reserved for a few, that it is limited, or that one must struggle endlessly to achieve it. He argues that such beliefs are false and counterproductive. The subconscious mind responds to the beliefs you impress upon it, and if your inner mind is filled with doubts, scarcity thinking, or fear of money, it will reflect those limitations in your life. On the other hand, if you firmly believe in your right to prosperity, your subconscious will begin to open the doors to wealth. A key principle Murphy discusses is the law of attraction in the context of financial success. He explains that wealth is not merely a matter of hard work, it is a result of mental alignment with abundance. When you visualize prosperity, affirm financial security, and believe in your ability to receive wealth,
your subconscious mind works to create opportunities, ideas, and actions that lead to financial gain. The mind, in essence, becomes a magnet for money. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of self-worth and deservingness. Many people block abundance because they feel unworthy of wealth or fear it will corrupt them. He teaches that wealth is a tool for good, enabling one to live fully, support loved ones, and contribute to the world. By embracing the belief that you deserve financial success, you remove subconscious barriers and allow prosperity to flow naturally. Visualization and affirmation are central techniques for attracting wealth. Murphy advises readers to imagine themselves already in possession of financial abundance. See yourself paying bills with ease, enjoying security, helping others, and achieving your goals. Repeat affirmations like "I am financially abundant" or "money flows to me effortlessly" with conviction and emotional intensity. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is real and vividly imagined. It will work to bring your visualized reality into existence. Another crucial aspect is letting go of anxiety about finances. Worry, fear, and desperation block the flow of abundance. Murphy encourages readers to cultivate trust in the subconscious mind, maintaining a positive mental attitude while taking practical actions. The subconscious responds best when the conscious mind is relaxed, confident, and free from fear. The chapter concludes with the reminder that wealth is a natural right, and that the subconscious mind can help anyone achieve it when properly directed. Prosperity, like health or happiness, is available to all who learn to align their thoughts, beliefs, and feelings with abundance. By understanding the principles outlined in this chapter, readers can transform their financial lives and claim the prosperity they deserve. Takeaway of Chapter 8. Wealth and abundance are natural rights, not privileges reserved for a few. Your subconscious mind reflects your beliefs about money. By visualizing prosperity, affirming financial security, believing in your worthiness, and releasing fear, you can attract financial success and create a life of abundance.
In Chapter 9, Joseph Murphy emphasizes the profound connection between the mind and physical health, explaining that the subconscious mind can be a powerful ally in achieving and maintaining well-being. He asserts that illness often begins in the mind as fear, worry, or negative beliefs, and that cultivating positive mental habits can restore vitality and health. Murphy begins by illustrating that the subconscious mind responds faithfully to whatever is impressed upon it. If it receives messages of weakness, disease, or limitation, the body will reflect those conditions. Conversely, if the subconscious is impressed with thoughts of health, strength, and vitality, it aligns the body to produce those outcomes. This principle underlies many healing practices and is central to understanding the mind-body connection. A key technique Murphy recommends is mental visualization of health. He encourages readers to close their eyes and imagine every cell in their body functioning perfectly, every organ working harmoniously, and every system operating with vitality. By vividly imagining health and feeling it deeply, the subconscious mind accepts this as reality and initiates the processes needed to manifest physical wellness. Visualization, Murphy explains, is not merely imagination. It is a direct communication with the subconscious mind that can trigger measurable healing responses in the body. Another important concept is the use of affirmations and positive suggestions. Murphy advises repeating statements such as, "My body is healthy and strong," or "Every organ in my body functions perfectly," with confidence and feeling. Repetition and emotional intensity are crucial because the subconscious responds not to mere words, but to the conviction and feeling behind them. Over time, these affirmations help replace negative mental patterns with positive ones, guiding the body toward health. Murphy also stresses the role of relaxation and faith in promoting well-being. Fear, tension, and anxiety send conflicting signals to the subconscious, disrupting the natural balance of the body. By cultivating a calm and trusting mindset, individuals allow the subconscious to operate harmoniously, activating the body's innate ability to heal. Faith, in this context, is the unwavering belief that health and vitality are natural states and that the subconscious can bring them about. He provides examples of people who have overcome serious illnesses simply by changing their mental habits. Patients who previously felt hopeless began to improve once they visualized health, affirmed well-being, and trusted their inner mind to guide the healing process. These stories illustrate that the subconscious mind can work miracles, but it requires conscious direction through thought, belief, and feeling. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that health is not something to be taken for granted. It is the result of proper mental conditioning. By consistently thinking of health, affirming vitality, visualizing wellness, and trusting the subconscious, anyone can maintain or regain physical well-being. The body naturally responds to the mind's instructions, making mental mastery an essential tool for lifelong health. Takeaway of Chapter 9. Physical health is closely linked to the subconscious mind. Negative thoughts, fear, and worry can create illness, while positive mental imagery, affirmations, faith, and relaxation promote vitality and healing. By directing the subconscious toward health, one can transform physical well-being and enjoy a stronger, more energetic life.
In Chapter 10, Joseph Murphy explains how the subconscious mind can be consciously directed to create financial abundance. He emphasizes that wealth is not merely a result of hard work or external circumstances, but is deeply influenced by the beliefs, thoughts, and mental habits stored in the subconscious. By impressing the subconscious mind with clear and positive ideas of abundance, anyone can attract wealth and prosperity into their life. Murphy begins by highlighting a common problem. Many people struggle financially because their subconscious has been programmed with scarcity, fear, or limiting beliefs about money. Thoughts like, money is hard to earn, or I will never have enough, create a self-fulfilling prophecy. The subconscious mind accepts these ideas as truth and organizes life accordingly, making it difficult for financial success to manifest. Changing these beliefs is the first step toward unlocking prosperity. A key method Murphy recommends is affirmation. Repeating statements such as, I am abundant and prosperous, money flows to me easily and effortlessly, or I am worthy of wealth, impresses the subconscious mind with the reality you wish to experience. Consistency and emotional intensity are essential. Simply saying the words without feeling or belief will have limited effect. When these affirmations are repeated daily, especially before sleep or during quiet meditation, they begin to reshape the subconscious and align it with the goal of financial abundance. Murphy also emphasizes the power of mental visualization. He advises readers to create a clear mental picture of themselves enjoying financial security, living comfortably, and achieving specific money-related goals. The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. By imagining wealth as already present in your life, you impress the subconscious to produce the conditions, ideas, and opportunities needed to make it a reality. Another crucial aspect is belief in deservingness. Many people unconsciously block wealth because they feel unworthy or fear the responsibilities it may bring. Murphy teaches that wealth is a natural right and a tool for good. By cultivating a mindset that embraces abundance, individuals remove subconscious resistance and allow money to flow freely. Gratitude also plays a significant role. Feeling thankful for what you have and for the wealth you are attracting signals to the subconscious that abundance is both welcomed and deserved. Murphy stresses that action and mental alignment must go together. While the subconscious creates opportunities and guidance, one must still act on these opportunities with confidence and clarity. The combination of positive belief, visualization, affirmations, and inspired action creates a powerful synergy that accelerates wealth creation. The chapter concludes with the reminder that financial success is not a matter of luck, but of conscious mental programming. By directing the subconscious mind with clear intentions, positive thoughts, and unwavering belief, anyone can attract money, resources, and opportunities to achieve prosperity. The power to be wealthy lies within, waiting to be activated through focused mental effort and faith. Takeaway of Chapter 10. Wealth is a natural right, and the subconscious mind can be guided to attract abundance. Through affirmations, visualization, belief in deservingness, gratitude, and inspired action, individuals can align their subconscious with prosperity and create financial success effortlessly.
In Chapter 11, Joseph Murphy explores how the subconscious mind affects our relationships, including friendships, family bonds, romantic partnerships, and social interactions. He emphasizes that the quality of relationships in life reflects the beliefs and thoughts stored in the subconscious. By consciously directing the subconscious with positive, loving, and harmonious thoughts, anyone can improve and transform their relationships. Murphy begins by explaining that many conflicts, misunderstandings, and emotional difficulties arise from negative mental patterns such as fear, suspicion, resentment, or jealousy. The subconscious mind acts on these ingrained thoughts, often attracting situations and people that mirror these beliefs. For instance, someone who subconsciously believes that others are untrustworthy may repeatedly encounter deceit or conflict, creating a cycle of tension and disappointment. Understanding this principle is the first step toward changing relational experiences. A key technique Murphy recommends is positive mental imaging of relationships. He advises readers to visualize harmonious interactions, mutual respect, love, and understanding with those around them. By repeatedly imagining successful and peaceful relationships, the subconscious mind accepts these images as reality and begins to guide actions and behaviors that foster such outcomes. The subconscious essentially helps manifest the conditions necessary for improved connections. Murphy also stresses the importance of affirmations and loving thoughts. Statements like, "I am surrounded by loving and supportive people," or "I attract kindness, respect, and love in all my relationships," impress the subconscious mind and create a mental environment conducive to healthy interactions. Consistent repetition of these affirmations, particularly with genuine emotion, encourages the subconscious to remove obstacles, reduce misunderstandings, and attract positive experiences. Another significant point Murphy makes is that self-perception affects relationships. How one sees oneself deeply influences how others respond. If the subconscious is programmed with self-doubt, insecurity, or fear of rejection, relationships often reflect these patterns. Conversely, by cultivating self-confidence, self-respect, and a positive self-image, one naturally attracts respect, trust, and affection from others. The subconscious mind helps reinforce these qualities in daily interactions. Murphy also emphasizes the role of forgiveness and letting go of resentment. Holding on to past hurts or grudges sends negative signals to the subconscious, which can perpetuate conflict and prevent emotional harmony. By mentally releasing resentment, forgiving others, and focusing on understanding and compassion, the subconscious aligns the individual with peace and constructive relational dynamics. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that relationships are a mirror of internal beliefs. By consciously impressing the subconscious mind with positive, loving, and harmonious thoughts, anyone can attract and maintain fulfilling connections. The quality of life and happiness is closely linked to the quality of one's relationships, and the subconscious mind is the key to transforming them. Takeaway of Chapter 11. The subconscious mind directly influences relationships. Negative beliefs and emotions attract conflict, while positive thoughts, loving visualizations, affirmations, self-confidence, and forgiveness promote harmony. By guiding the subconscious with constructive and loving thoughts, individuals can improve and transform all their interpersonal connections. In Chapter 12, Joseph Murphy explains how the subconscious mind can be harnessed to achieve success in any area of life, whether personal, professional, or creative. He emphasizes that success is not solely determined by talent, education, or external circumstances, but by the mental patterns and beliefs stored in the subconscious. By aligning the subconscious with clear intentions, confidence, and positive expectation, anyone can achieve remarkable outcomes. Murphy begins by highlighting the principle that the subconscious mind works continuously and faithfully to bring about the outcomes it believes are true. If the subconscious is impressed with fear, doubt, or the belief that success is unattainable, it will create obstacles and conditions that reflect those thoughts. Conversely, if the subconscious is impressed with images of achievement, confidence, and determination, it orchestrates circumstances, ideas, and resources in favor of their objectives. A central method Murphy recommends is mental visualization of success. He advises readers to vividly imagine themselves accomplishing their goals, performing confidently, and enjoying the results of their efforts.
The subconscious mind cannot distinguish between reality and a strongly imagined scenario. By repeatedly visualizing success, individuals impress the subconscious to work behind the scenes, aligning ideas, people, and resources in favor of their objectives. Murphy also emphasizes the power of affirmations and self-suggestion. Positive statements such as, "I am successful in all my endeavors," "I attract opportunities that lead to success," and "I perform confidently and achieve my goals," should be repeated daily with feeling and conviction. Over time, these affirmations replace negative beliefs and program the subconscious to support achievement, making success a natural outcome. Another important factor is faith and emotional intensity. Murphy stresses that intellectual understanding alone is insufficient. The subconscious responds to feeling and belief. Confidence, expectation, and enthusiasm act as powerful magnets, drawing favorable circumstances and removing doubts that might hinder progress. Fear, hesitation, or worry, on the other hand, blocks the subconscious and creates unnecessary challenges.
Murphy also points out the importance of persistence and inspired action. While the subconscious can align opportunities and resources, conscious effort and practical action are necessary to realize goals. By combining positive mental programming with deliberate and focused actions, success becomes not only possible, but inevitable. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that success is accessible to anyone who learns to consciously guide their subconscious mind. By practicing visualization, affirmations, belief, and action, individuals can overcome limitations, attract opportunities, and achieve extraordinary results. The subconscious mind, once properly impressed and aligned, becomes a tireless partner in the pursuit of success. Takeaway of Chapter 12. Success is largely determined by the subconscious mind. By visualizing achievement, repeating affirmations, cultivating faith and emotional intensity, and taking inspired action, anyone can align their subconscious with their goals and attract the people, ideas, and opportunities needed to succeed. In Chapter 13, Joseph Murphy explores how the subconscious mind can help overcome mental blocks, fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that prevent people from achieving their full potential. He emphasizes that these obstacles are not permanent. They exist only because of negative patterns impressed on the subconscious. By consciously directing the mind, anyone can remove these blocks and unlock creativity, confidence, and success. Murphy begins by explaining that mental blocks often originate from early life experiences, repeated failures, or negative self-talk. These impressions become deeply ingrained in the subconscious, subtly influencing behavior and limiting opportunities. A person may want to succeed or express creativity, but finds themselves unable to act or produce results. Understanding that these blocks are not inherent but programmed is the first step in removing them. A key method Murphy recommends is affirmation and mental suggestion. Repeatedly telling oneself positive, empowering statements such as, "I am confident and capable," or "I release all fear and doubt," impresses the subconscious mind and gradually replaces limiting beliefs. The subconscious cannot distinguish between past limitations and present affirmations. It acts on the thoughts consistently impressed upon it. Over time, these positive instructions dissolve blocks and open the mind to new possibilities. Murphy also emphasizes the power of visualization. By imagining oneself successfully performing a task, overcoming challenges, or achieving goals, the subconscious is guided to remove obstacles and generate creative solutions. This method works because the subconscious acts as a problem-solving partner, always aligning life circumstances with the dominant mental images presented to it. Another important principle is relaxation and emotional calmness. Mental blocks are often reinforced by tension, anxiety, or overthinking. By cultivating a relaxed state of mind and focusing on positive mental imagery, the subconscious can work effectively to reorganize thought patterns, dissolve fears, and restore confidence. Murphy encourages readers to trust the subconscious mind and avoid forcing outcomes with conscious effort alone. Resistance, impatience, and doubt strengthen blocks, while faith, consistency, and mental focus allow the subconscious to remove them naturally. This approach not only resolves limitations, but also enhances creativity, intelligence, and problem-solving ability. The chapter concludes by reminding readers that the subconscious mind is a powerful ally, capable of dissolving obstacles and freeing the mind. By using affirmation, visualization, positive belief, and relaxation, anyone can remove mental blocks and access the full potential of their abilities. Takeaway of Chapter 13. Mental blocks are created by negative beliefs impressed on the subconscious. Through affirmation, visualization, emotional calmness, and trust in the subconscious, these obstacles can be removed. Once cleared, the mind is free to act creatively, confidently, and effectively towards success.
In Chapter 14, Joseph Murphy explores the unique relationship between the subconscious mind and sleep, explaining how the mind works most powerfully during this state. Sleep is not merely a period of rest for the body. It is a time when the subconscious mind is highly receptive and can be impressed with positive thoughts, goals, and intentions to produce meaningful results. Murphy begins by explaining that during sleep, the conscious mind becomes quiet, reducing mental chatter and resistance. This creates an optimal environment for the subconscious mind to work unhindered. Whatever thoughts, images, or affirmations are held in mind just before falling asleep are most effectively absorbed by the subconscious. This principle can be used to influence health, success, relationships, and personal development. A key technique Murphy recommends is nightly mental programming. Before going to sleep, spend a few minutes in calm reflection, vividly imagining the outcomes you desire. For example, if you are seeking health, visualize yourself completely well. If you are pursuing a goal, see yourself achieving it. Repeat affirmations quietly or mentally, such as, "I am confident and successful," or "I am completely healthy and strong." The subconscious accepts these suggestions during sleep and begins to organize circumstances and behaviors to align with them. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of relaxation and letting go. Any tension, worry, or unresolved emotional conflicts interfere with the subconscious's ability to work effectively during sleep. By consciously relaxing the body and mind and maintaining a positive mental focus, you allow the subconscious to function optimally, influencing both the mind and body toward desired outcomes. Another principle highlighted in this chapter is the power of expectation. Going to sleep with a sense of gratitude, faith, and anticipation of positive results enhances the subconscious's ability to deliver. The mind interprets sleep as a period of learning and processing. Therefore, it continues to work on the intentions impressed upon it, often producing solutions, insights, and opportunities that may seem to appear miraculously upon waking. Murphy also notes that sleep-related subconscious programming can improve problem-solving, creativity, and decision-making. Many innovators, scientists, and thinkers have reported breakthroughs during sleep because they consciously impressed their subconscious mind with problems to be solved or ideas to develop before bedtime. The chapter concludes by reminding readers that sleep is a powerful ally for mental and physical transformation. By consciously feeding the subconscious with positive thoughts, affirmations, and visualizations before sleep, anyone can harness the mind's natural power to improve health, attract success, and resolve challenges. Takeaway of Chapter 14. Sleep is a time when the subconscious mind is highly receptive. By practicing relaxation, positive affirmations, visualization, and gratitude before sleep, you can impress the subconscious to produce health, success, creative solutions, and personal transformation. Sleep becomes not just rest, but a powerful tool for life improvement. In Chapter 15, Joseph Murphy explains how the subconscious mind affects marital relationships and how it can be used to resolve conflicts, build harmony, and strengthen bonds. He emphasizes that much of the tension in marriages arises from negative thoughts, past resentments, and unconscious patterns stored in the subconscious. By consciously directing the mind toward love, understanding, and forgiveness, couples can improve communication and create lasting harmony. Murphy begins by pointing out that many couples experience repeated conflicts because they unconsciously project fears, doubts, and frustrations onto their partner. The subconscious mind acts on these deeply held beliefs, often creating situations that reflect them. For instance, if one partner subconsciously believes that love is conditional, or that disagreements are inevitable, the relationship may repeatedly face tension and misunderstandings. Recognizing the power of the subconscious is the first step in changing these patterns. A central technique Murphy recommends is mental visualization and positive suggestion. He advises imagining a happy, peaceful, and loving relationship with your spouse or partner. Visualize joyful interactions, mutual respect, understanding, and cooperation. The subconscious mind, when impressed with these positive images, works to bring them into reality, aligning attitudes, words, and behaviors with harmony. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of affirmations. Repeating statements such as, "I am loving and understanding," "Our relationship is filled with peace and joy," or "We respect and support each other," helps to reprogram the subconscious mind. Emotional conviction is key. The affirmations must be repeated sincerely and with feeling to deeply impress the subconscious. Another critical principle is forgiveness and release of past resentments. Holding grudges, anger, or bitterness sends negative signals to the subconscious, which can perpetuate conflict and unhappiness. By consciously choosing to forgive, let go of resentment, and focus on positive aspects of the relationship, the subconscious begins to guide interactions toward understanding and love. Murphy also discusses the importance of self-improvement and self-perception. The mind responds to how we view ourselves and our ability to love. By cultivating patience, tolerance, and emotional maturity, one naturally influences the partner and the dynamics of the relationship positively. The mind, impressed with these qualities, works to manifest them in daily interactions. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that marital harmony is a reflection of internal mental patterns. By impressing the subconscious mind with thoughts of love, respect, forgiveness, and understanding, couples can transform their relationship, resolve conflicts, and build a foundation of lasting happiness. Takeaway of Chapter 15. Marital problems often arise from negative beliefs and emotional patterns in the subconscious. Through visualization, affirmations, forgiveness, and self-improvement, individuals can reprogram the subconscious to promote harmony, love, and understanding in relationships. A conscious effort to direct the mind positively creates happier and more fulfilling marriages.
In Chapter 16, Joseph Murphy explores how the subconscious mind directly influences personal happiness. He emphasizes that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, possessions, or events, but on the thoughts, beliefs, and mental habits impressed upon the subconscious. By consciously cultivating positive, peaceful, and joyous thoughts, anyone can experience lasting happiness. Murphy begins by explaining that many people search for happiness externally, believing it will come from wealth, success, relationships, or achievements. While these may provide temporary pleasure, lasting happiness comes from the subconscious mind. Negative thoughts, worry, fear, and resentment create inner tension, which blocks joy. Conversely, positive beliefs, gratitude, and mental peace allow happiness to flow naturally. A key technique Murphy recommends is affirmation and mental suggestion. Repeating statements such as, "I am peaceful, happy, and content," "Joy flows through me every day," or "I attract positive experiences and loving people," programs the subconscious for happiness. Emotional intensity and belief are crucial. The subconscious responds to feeling, not merely words. Consistent repetition gradually replaces negative thought patterns with positive ones, fostering lasting joy. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of visualization of happiness. Imagine yourself in a state of contentment, surrounded by loving people, engaged in fulfilling activities, and experiencing inner peace. The subconscious mind accepts these vivid images as real and begins to align circumstances, decisions, and behaviors to match this joyful reality. Visualization reinforces positive emotions and supports a happier mindset. Another critical factor is gratitude. By focusing on what you already have and feeling thankful for the blessings in life, you impress the subconscious with abundance rather than lack. Gratitude elevates mood, reduces worry, and attracts further positive experiences, creating a cycle of happiness and fulfillment. Murphy also highlights the importance of letting go of resentment and negative emotions. Anger, jealousy, and regret create tension and block joy.
By forgiving others, releasing past hurts, and cultivating compassion, the subconscious mind is freed to generate inner peace and happiness. Emotional balance strengthens mental clarity and supports positive decision-making. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that happiness is a conscious choice. By consistently impressing the subconscious mind with thoughts of peace, joy, gratitude, and love, individuals can create a life of lasting contentment regardless of external circumstances. The subconscious works quietly behind the scenes to transform thought patterns into lived experiences of happiness. Takeaway of Chapter 16. True happiness comes from within and is created by the subconscious mind. Through affirmations, visualization, gratitude, and the release of negative emotions, anyone can program the subconscious to produce joy, inner peace, and lasting contentment, independent of external circumstances. In Chapter 17, Joseph Murphy explores the timeless principle that the subconscious mind can influence not only health, wealth, and happiness, but also vitality and youthful energy. He emphasizes that age is largely a state of mind, and by impressing the subconscious with thoughts of vitality, energy, and joy, anyone can maintain a youthful spirit regardless of chronological age. Murphy begins by explaining that many people unconsciously accept aging as a decline in energy, enthusiasm, and creativity. These beliefs, deeply impressed upon the subconscious, manifest physically and mentally, leading to fatigue, lack of motivation, and reduced vitality. Conversely, by cultivating thoughts of health, energy, optimism, and enthusiasm, the subconscious aligns the body and mind to reflect these qualities. A key technique Murphy recommends is affirmations for vitality. Repeating statements such as, "I am full of energy and enthusiasm," "Every cell in my body is healthy and young," or "I feel vibrant and strong every day," programs the subconscious for sustained energy and youthful vigor. Repetition with conviction and feeling is essential, as the subconscious responds to belief and emotion rather than words alone. Consistent repetition gradually replaces negative thought patterns with positive ones, fostering lasting joy. Murphy also emphasizes the importance of visualization of youthfulness. He advises imagining oneself active, energetic, creative, and joyful. Visualizing participation in activities that require energy, learning, or play impresses the subconscious with vitality, encouraging the body and mind to maintain high levels of function and enthusiasm. Another important principle is releasing fear and negative thinking. Anxiety about aging, illness, or decline sends signals to the subconscious that can reduce vitality. By consciously focusing on positive beliefs, optimism, and the joy of living, the subconscious helps maintain energy, creativity, and mental clarity. Murphy also highlights the importance of gratitude and enjoyment of life. Focusing on the beauty, opportunities, and joys of each day creates a positive mental atmosphere that the subconscious translates into energy and vitality. Life becomes a source of inspiration rather than fatigue. Finally, Murphy reminds readers that youthfulness is a state of mind cultivated through conscious thought and subconscious programming. By consistently impressing the subconscious mind with ideas of health, energy, enthusiasm, and optimism, anyone can maintain a vibrant and youthful spirit throughout life. Aging becomes a number, not a limitation, and the mind-body connection ensures that vitality can be sustained indefinitely. Takeaway of Chapter 17. Youthfulness and vitality are determined by the subconscious mind. Through affirmations, visualization, optimism, gratitude, and release of negative emotions, anyone can maintain energy, creativity, and enthusiasm, staying young in spirit regardless of age. Thank you for watching this complete summary of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Remember, your subconscious mind is a powerful partner in every area of life: health, wealth, happiness, relationships, success, and vitality. By consciously directing your thoughts, practicing affirmations, visualizing your goals, and maintaining faith and gratitude, you can transform your life in ways you never imagined. I hope you found this summary insightful and empowering. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mindset HubTube for more videos on personal development, mindset mastery, and practical tips to unlock your potential. Remember, the key to transformation lies within your own mind. Start today and watch the miracles unfold.